So Sabrina decided to make a Sabrina 54 in honor of Studio 54 as an after party the night of the VMAs, and I don't see anyone talking about this. I just want to say that I recognize that her advocacy on VMA night did not end at the main stage, which if you know Studio 54, then you know it was the place to be if you were queer, trans, lesbian, gay, bi, whatever you were in the 70s, where you wanted to listen to disco and go dancing and put on a drag show, because disco itself back then and that space existing for Black and trans and Latinx and queer communities before it was a more common thing was one of the only places that people could go to express themselves and not feel judged. But the fact that Studio 54 came on right after the Stonewall riots and right before the AIDS crisis, so right between two of the biggest historical events in recent modern LGBTQ history, even though it wasn't necessarily a gay or queer or LGBT specific club because everyone really went there, it's nice to see Sabrina having so many surprise guests that are there attending, and not only that, but also seeing her with people in the community today. The dancers and people that were on stage with her that I'm sure appreciated her opening and honoring a space like that for them to party afterwards, because perhaps other VMA parties were not going to be as inclusive. I'm really pleased with her advocacy. I know that there's no perfection in advocating and being an ally, and if we waited for perfection, things would never change and get done because nothing is perfect, let alone us, the people who need the change the most. And I think it's a wonderful example of Sabrina Carpenter using her privilege as a white woman to open up spaces and access as well as present to the world that trans people are valid and that the community as a whole should be supported, especially in the times that we are in. She continues to be an iconic artist, even when people don't agree with her or what she puts on her album covers.